And I believe we're live. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat room yet. All right, play scales there. Hey, good, we're live. Hey, welcome everyone to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host for tonight's show. This is season number 2, episode number 18. And once again, Angelo, what is it? Be a Man Monday.
Masturbate Monday?
It's Be a Man Monday. Be careful. You got little kids watching.
Oh, okay.
Tonight's quote is, never get a massage from another man. Be a man. Waiting in the green room was our special guest, Mikey from JMK Customs Works. And we brought along a bunch of his amazing friends like Chad and Pistol Pete, a.k.a. Scuba Pete. Tonight's YouTube channel plug goes to Greg Cook. Greg Cook, I met him at Toylanta, and hopefully he is going to be our special guest next week if he can fit it in his work schedule. So if you guys aren't subscribed to his channel, make sure you check it out. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, and 3 of my newest followers are Brett Thomas, Mauricio Fernandez, and Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald, if you can believe that. So let's see who had nothing better to do on a Monday night than hang out with me, shall we? Chad, you laughing at me or with me? I'm not
laughing at all.
That was me.
Right. Oh, that was you?
Chad doesn't laugh.
Pete, you're going to be up first then. Nah, I'll stick with Chad. All right, here we go. Here's your introduction for tonight, sir. He was gifted at birth with a flawless memory. In fact, he can remember exactly what he was thinking 20 years ago today at this very minute. He can use the word dude as a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, and exclamation. He has no last name, Chad.
Hey. How are you, good sir?
That took me all day to write that one up, bro.
It was very good.
That was a long one. So, moving down the line here. He struggles to understand the nuances of our culture. For example, the difference between a butt dial and a booty call. But he does understand everything there is to know about the 1/6 scale and G.I. Joes. This is your friend and mine, Mr. Greg Brown.
Hey-o.
And moving down the line. And in this man's rookie year of collecting action figures, he was already ranked number 725 in the world. He is also the beer pong champion of Indianapolis, Indiana, and he is standing 6'4" tall. Let's hear it for our buddy, Mr. Scuba P.
Hello. Greetings. And the beer pong is true.
Yep. Is it really? I didn't even research that. I just waiting.
But that's a very good guess.
And finally, from the great state of New York, this man was once buried alive under 60 cubic feet of popcorn and ate his way out to survival. He is the David Blaine of flocking. He is the Evel Knievel of customing. He is the Houdini of, well, you get it. You understand where I'm coming from. This is Angelo DeAnnabelle.
Yeah.
We got to tell these new guys that I don't have a clapping button, so you guys got to clap for each other. So I just my channel's not as good as Chad's, man. I don't have the all the sound effects and everything. So. Hey, welcome everybody. It is like a kind of a reunion sort of thing, huh?
Yeah,
Chad?
thanks for having us on.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's a pleasure. I like having you younger fellows on with us old guys talking about the 1/6 scale versus the 1/18 scale or 1/12 scale. So I'm going to go around the room like I always do, and I'm going to start back at the top. We're going to say what's new in your zoo. So, Chad, you were up first. So, what is new in your zoo? But hey, before you get started on that, let me just say something. For those of you, that are in the chat room, and if you didn't watch Chad's show last night, I tuned in a little bit late. Matter of fact, I tuned in at the 1 hour and 42 minute mark exactly.
Yep.
And as soon as I tuned in, first I saw some dude with a puppet, and I was like, "Am I on the right am I on the right channel here?" I wasn't sure if it was
Puppet Media. Yep.
And then Chad looks right at the camera and says, "You are a fucking dickhead." And I said to myself, "How does he know I just logged in?" I was like, I thought he was talking to me,
Spidey
but no,
sense.
I'm
no,
sorry.
he was actually talking about somebody else. I
Psychotic.
got scared last night, and that's why I never chatted in. I just wanted you to let you know that I was like, "Holy crap!" It's an hour and 40 minutes into it, and he's dropping F-bombs, man. So
Yeah, I can do that.
you don't have to talk about that right now if you don't want to. But what you do in your zoo besides getting your blood pressure raised last night?
Oh no, I was fine. I got some action force in. I got some
Yeah.
got some of the Joe built to rule stuff, kind of like the Lego brick system
I
vehicles.
saw that
scaled
with
to 118.
Wilhelm the other night. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
built the hiss with Will and Jim Largo. Just working on a lot of built to rule and action force stuff. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And customs.
Customs. What kind of customs you got?
I am working on a true A10 Thunderbolt 2, but I'm going to make it like Cobra Rattler version 2.
Cool.
And I'm going to G it up in Cobra colors and put the whole snake mouth down the side. I'm working on like a Cobra fast attack boat, but it's made out of some piece of crap blow mold $5 Walmart boat. And then I'm working on a Night Force G.I. Joe Havoc and a Buzz Lightyear base. So
Nice
projects.
Well, being retired, you have all kind of time on your hands now. Right?
I do. Yeah.
All kind of time for the dollies.
Yeah, and for yelling.
Stiff.
Yep. Mhm.
Mr. Greg Brown, you got some type of little convention coming up of sorts?
No.
Nothing new in your zoo.
Did you get a hip?
Well, yeah, I got a new hip. Thank you.
Titanium. It's titanium.
No, I mean, we're inching closer and closer. We're less than 2 months away from the DFW G.I. Joe and action figure show. Today we debuted the artwork compliments of George Vega for this year's show. It has a 1967 image of the Sabotage set, and then on the flip side of the image, if you check our website don't check our website, check our Facebook page, we have the 1982 Snake Eyes. The 67 Sabotage set, that was the only artwork for that set because the next year they used photo art. And so George had actually, the leg was cut off, and George digitally added the leg to it. And then we asked George to give us his interpretation. I actually asked if he could do his interpretation of the 82 Snake Eyes, and he did a really fantastic job. So we're trying to kind of bridge both 1964, the 1960s Joes, and the 1980s Joes, because I mean, 60th anniversary of G.I. Joe this year. So we debuted that, and then tomorrow we will debut the DFW G.I. Joe Collectors Club exclusive that they were going to have, which is going to be, I think a lot of the 12-inch guys are going to be pretty happy. And then, of course, this weekend, Bobby Valla announced the 100th anniversary of the 100th figure for Valaverse that they will debut at our show as well. So there's a lot of activity going on right now.
I love those pictures you were
Very
sending me,
cool.
man. Those look cool.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Hey, Chad, do you need, I've got one of those BTRs, but it's like this armored truck thing with like a hovercraft in the back of it. Do you need one of those?
Yeah, it's the that's the
Armadillo?
something armadillo.
Armadillo. Yep.
Yeah,
I will
I
let you know by the end of the night, Greg. I believe I purchased that guy. I
Okay.
had all the bases already.
Yeah, I was digging in my totes yesterday. We had Chris Wall from TX Customs come and do a presentation at our club meeting, and he was. I've always liked his work, and I like what he can do with Chat May vehicles and what he can do with Leonard vehicles. So I went and digging in my totes, and I came across that BTR set, which I really. I had a few of them. I saw some of them at shows, but I still had that one vehicle. So even if you need it as parts, let me know, and I can just drop it to you. So
Appreciate you, Greg. I
No
will.
problem.
I mean, I'll buy it off you one way or the other.
don't worry about it. I'll just send it to you.
Hey, take what he gives you because he never gives me anything, man. And I spent a lot of money on that guy's website.
Yeah, I love you too, man.
I'm putting your kid through college again.
Again.
You're talking, my kids are homeless.
10 years of college down the drain.
Speaking of homeless, there's Scuba Pete.
We are home from England, so we stole
Dude, I watched
away.
your pictures and trip, and that looks a
Yep,
little fun
so-
over there, huh?
We had a little bit of fun, and I mean, I know you try to pigeonhole me as a 3 3/4 guy, but you know,
Oh man, action
picked up
man.
some original pallet toy packaging at Acme Toys,
Oh,
and then a recard, so a little bit more modern. But oh yeah,
You probably got it signed by Bob Breakin too, didn't you?
no, but I am thinking about taking that to the
The Joe
Joe
Fest.
show and
Oh man.
so yeah, some 12-inch in the house. I'm also working or getting fired back up about my Q4 space that I'm taking a Kenner Death Star and making it into Q-Force. So busted out the spray paint again because I was working on that before we left on the trip. And now it's time to get back on the wagon.
All right, brother.
Scuba.
And last but not least, Angelo, wake up, buddy. It's your
Whoa.
turn.
Yeah. How is everyone? New in the zoo. Well, let's see. It wouldn't be remiss if I didn't talk about. I've been flocking like mad. Everyone likes to hear that so they can bust my stones.
Flock, yeah.
So I'm doing that. Yeah, New York State testing is still going on at school. So today we had our New York State science test, which some of my poor kids were working on for 4 hours. What the hell is the matter with New York State? I have no idea. But I felt very bad for some of my kids today because they worked so hard to try to finish this test that had nothing to do. Probably 85% of the questions had nothing at all to do with what we covered this year. So I wanted to rant and bitch about that first and foremost and get that out of the way. So as far as Joe stuff going on, like I said, I've been doing flocking like mad. I'm sending out my last pontoon boat tomorrow. I made 5 and they all went. So I was really happy about that. They look pretty good. I got a little, the little motor. I don't know if you saw a little wind up motor that went on the back. So that was a fun build. I'm currently building some things for 1/12 scale. I know that sometimes it's a bad word, but I'm actually going to get some real small logs and I'm going to put together a different raft. And I have a couple little sea creature-esque looking figures that I'm going to put together with that and make a little box set. And then I did find someone who was willing to take a chance on creating 1/12 scale 3D stuff. So that's coming very soon. I'm going to do a box set on an adventure team set that will be in 1/12 scale. And I'm probably going to bring that a couple of those to Kentucky to show them off. But the gentleman is only selling them to me so I can then resell them as a box set. I'm trying to think of anything else going on in the Joe world here. Think that's about it.
Nice. Hey, who do we lose?
Oh, I wanted to say Chad, I have like every single one of the built to rule I thought, and I have multiple sets. So I have everyone at school. So my kids play with them. They take them home in a little brown bag.
That's cool.
Yeah, they take them home in a little brown bag and put them together, and they build each of the set because you can make 2 different ones. But I don't remember the hiss. I don't remember the hiss tank.
I can grab it.
Is it the black hiss tank like the regular?
Yeah, it's just it's a black hiss. It's well.
Yeah, I get it. Because I don't remember that one. And like I said, I thought I had every single one of them.
Where the hell did he go?
Probably going to jump out, jump back in.
No, Greg Brown.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Lost it. I was just glad Chad was wearing pants.
No, not you yet. No.
First of all, I'm wearing shorts. And secondly, I always have something on. But I do have my awesome retired house slippers on.
Yes.
There you go, Angelo.
You got to keep your feet comfy.
That's sweet. I love that one. No, I don't have the hiss, and I don't even remember seeing that.
Yeah, working tracks. It comes with this cool little, 3 3/4 version of Cobra Commander.
No,
and they had added articulation. You can see the thigh cut right.
Yeah, where it's
and then see this knob right here in the back.
Yeah. No, I got
gun. And this cockpit opens forward.
Okay.
And you can put troops down inside that hole.
All right, I got to find that. You're going to have to, if you have a
Oh,
link or something, I
wow.
got to find one of those because I don't have that. Like I said, I have and then all the Creo sets. Like I have the Terradome for the Creo, which is amazing. But I don't have the Hiss. I'm going to have to find
It was only 70 parts, super easy to build, boom, just like that. Hey, Scuba.
Yo.
So it begins.
Oh, yeah. Bring on the Z Force.
Yeah.
Very cool, dude.
I have one like that for my hovercraft.
So,
Is that a repaint or is that an actual?
no, this is the actual Z Force. Yeah. Carol O'Connor sent it to me.
Yeah, I thought you were
Nice.
customizing. I thought you were making your own.
Yep.
Yeah, we're working on the rest of it.
No, it's right there. Right. Oh, there. So,
Where?
Anyway.
So
There.
you can't do the mirror thing now.
No, I can't. This is driving me nuts. There. Right
Yes.
there.
You see it.
Shit.
So, hey, Chad, by the way, in case you get out of control tonight, have a Snickers.
You're not.
I got a bag.
You're
I got a big bag for everybody in case.
I don't need a Snickers. I'm good. Thank you.
Sugar's low, huh?
Yeah, he was low on sugar last night. Holy shit, man.
I was on fire last night is what it was.
Hey, we got a big
Rightfully
crowd
so.
here tonight. I wanted to say hi to everybody in the chat. Tim Cope, Phil Mahalik is here. Big Boss
Curb
Jack,
Stomp.
as always. We got some other people. I guess they're your followers, which is cool. I love when we have that crossover,
Oh, yeah.
That's why I bring Chad on, bring Scuba Pete on.
Yeah, boost your ratings.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to have 212 like you had last night, Chad, but
We're good for a laugh though, so it's okay.
Always.
it's not about the clicks. It's about the chicks, right?
Hell yeah.
I think we got one girl watching tonight, maybe. Sergeant Soldier's with us. Hey,
Wow.
he should be at the Dallas show. He lives in Texas. So
Sweet.
Action Joe Figs, Murray Corrigan. Greg, you still carry some Murray Corrigan stuff, right?
Okay, yeah. In fact, I just placed an order with Murph for some more holsters.
Yep. Right. Dennis Kennedy. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Well, we got somebody in the green room still. Let me make sure he didn't fall asleep on us, man. And I do have an introduction for him as well. So let's bring in our guest tonight. Hey, sir, wake up. It's your turn.
Oh,
There he
hello.
is.
I was just doing some light reading.
There you go.
All right. He is entirely committed to the competitive customizing. He will do whatever it takes to win. 3 days ago, he broke up with his girlfriend and euthanized his dog just so he could have more time to customize action figures. This is your special guest for tonight. This is Mikey Kukovic.
Hey, that's a story.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dude, you
Thank you.
euthanized your dog so you'd have more time to customize action figures? What?
Yeah.
Both dogs.
That's
Both
rough.
dogs. There's just not enough time in the day.
Well, hey, man, it's an honor and privilege to have you on my channel. I see you on everybody else's channel, and I finally got you locked down to my channel. So welcome to the Man Cave. And I'm going to start off with the first question. How's your dad? I watched the 3 hour. I watched the 3 hour.
That's all
I watched
anybody
the
cares
3 hour
about.
special today at my office, and I was like, man, I wonder if I should have had his dad on too. Seriously, man, you guys
That is
had
good.
Excellence runs in the family.
I'm telling you,
Hey,
man, artistic
Pete,
ability, man. Hopefully he'll watch the show.
I think he will.
Mikey, you have beautiful hair.
Thank you. It's not very movable tonight. It's
Oh no.
Can
It's action
withstand
figure
a
hair.
50-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
well, I might just get that tonight. Tornadoes are coming.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Midwest problems.
Right. Yeah.
so dad's
Gotta love spring.
okay.
Yep, Dad's doing good. He is pretty busy right now. He's got his own projects. He's trying to get out, doing a lot of 3D modeling and lots of drawing. He's trying to get back into that skill set. And he's staying busy, but he's doing good.
And you and Dad are doing the trip to Dallas, right?
That is correct.
I feel like I'm watching Kung Fu Theater with the words are not matching up with his
Oh, really?
mouth movements. There's
Oh,
like just my
man.
screen.
Nah, it's just a little delay. It's not much.
Is
If
it
I bring
just-
you like that,
You over there
Yeah,
with the what?
Much better. Much better.
Much
Little bit.
better.
Ponytail with a knife on the end. Remember that? Greg knows what I'm talking about. We watched that Kung Fu Theater.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Who didn't watch Kung Fu Theater?
Well,
I didn't
you know,
watch Kung Fu.
I figure you young guys didn't. You know,
Oh,
you never
no.
know.
We were
How
brought
am I
up.
young?
Not with those glasses.
Yeah, I grew
on,
up
you're
in-
not.
That's right. You retired. You just retired.
That's right.
How am I young?
He's the only
You're
one of
not
us.
young at all.
He's
You
the only
already
one of us
set
that
him
is
off.
retired. What's going on, man?
Get the Snickers.
Oh,
Get the
no.
Snickers.
You got aches
What's
and
this young guy
pains.
stuff? I was around before Headbangers Ball. I was around before cable. Come on. I remember 8-tracks. What's up? Give me that shit.
Did you see Video Killed the Radio Star as the very first
Yep.
video on
On
MTV?
Buggles?
MTV, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very first day, very first video.
All right. Then
Man.
that's okay. All right, you're good then.
Dun,
All right.
Now this guy,
dun, dun, dun.
Forget it.
No.
One of these days, Chad, straight to the moon.
Bang, zoom.
So tell us, how'd you get started with the whole customizing thing, brother? I know, but maybe some of my watchers don't. So if you can fill them in, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, so customizing was kind of a part of your dad being a big GI Joe nerd, and we had buckets of parts, and from pretty early on, we were putting stuff together and assembling different parts, and then I got into painting, and then more recently, 2019, I got back into collecting, and just didn't want to pay prices for figures that I wanted, so I just started making them myself. So-
Neat. But your dad
Yep.
was doing it. Your dad was doing it way before you, yeah, with 12-inch figures.
Oh, absolutely. 12-inch and 3 3/4 both were pretty prominent in our house.
Yeah.
But yeah, he grew up customizing. I can't tell you how many Sergeant Slaughters he mail ordered to replace gung ho arms after breaking thumbs. So he was in it pretty
wow.
early.
Yeah. So I see some 1/12 scale in the back and 3 3/4. What do you mainly customize? What size?
I guess mainly still 3 3/4 because that's still the 118 stuff is still the most requested for commissions and stuff. But I'm really liking doing the 1/12 customs. So there's a lot of that going on in the spare time, which hasn't been in months. But
Now, when you go to Dallas, will you take customized stuff, or are you just going to take the package
Oh, yeah.
stuff? You'll do
yeah,
both.
yeah, Dad'll be manning the call sign longbow booth, and I'll have my own booth, and I'll have custom set up and taking commissions as well as selling what I have.
Very cool.
Now, other than paint, do you dye any of the figures? Do you use any of the RIT dye?
I've started to
Yeah.
because I'm doing. If you're familiar with the Action Force SAS subline,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've started working on 1/12 versions of those. So to start, I've done some dyeing. So this is the SAS Squad Leader.
Nice.
Very cool.
And so I went ahead and dyed the body so I don't have to worry so much about prepping the joints and stuff, and then I'll paint on top of it.
Yeah, that was another couple of my questions in regards to with the dye. What was because I know you have to have a specific type of, if it's the RIT, what is the there's a different type that you need to use for the plastic. What is the kind that you use?
Oh, the synthetic dye that's meant
Synthetic.
for
And
the plastics. Yeah.
And do you have to treat the figure first with something to remove the gloss or?
So for what I did, because some of the figure parts had camo on it, so I took lacquer thinner and removed all the paint apps, and then dyed it after that. So, and then of course I washed it in between with Dawn dish soap. So.
And then the second one is when you paint, and you just mentioned the joints. Do you ever have an issue when the joints rub against the paint and have the paint come off?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got a couple of Dremel bits that I use to remove just a little bit of material so that the paint layer essentially replaces the material removed.
Okay, yeah, because that was like a problem when I haven't done much, but I tried to get into it. But that was one of the main things is unless you take every little single part apart, you take them whole, put them in the boiling water kind of thing and disassemble the whole thing and then paint each piece. it's hard to get them so the paint doesn't rub off.
Right. And with figures that are pinned, it's not so bad. Like I did one of the first classified I did was when they had done the Cobra Island officer, and dad was collecting. I wasn't into it at the time. So I was running around to Targets looking for Cobra Island stuff for him, and the first one he wanted me to do was a desert tan Cobra officer, like the sideshow stuff, the 12-inch stuff.
Okay.
And so that was one of the first things I did was break apart a Cobra Island officer, and there may have been some lynch mobs with some ropes and pitchforks after seeing a table of broken apart figures that everybody couldn't get.
Yeah, I'm like, that was no easy feat to run around Target. You make it sound like, oh, they're here, there. No. 8 Targets later.
No, right?
One.
Right?
Yeah, one.
Yeah, because all the Target employees were wheeling it out to their cars, putting it in the trunk, and then going on eBay.
That's that Target employee discount, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
Right?
100%.
Yep.
Ask away, gentlemen. I know you two
Mikey,
know him very well.
Mikey, what's one of your favorite customs that you've done for somebody?
Probably, man, that's tough because I've got some good ones. Chad's got one there that I did for him.
Oh yeah, the hang on, Chad. Let me get it up.
Cadet Deming.
Let me get it up, Chad. It takes me a while. I'm old.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's pills for that.
All right, we're ready. We're ready.
You ready now? Okay.
How about now?
Show me that thing.
now?
Oh,
Yeah, so he did Cadet Deming for me.
Oh, so
And
cool.
what head sculpt was that from?
Lady J 25th anniversary.
Was it? Did you repaint the eyes too?
Yep.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yep. There she is. From the Sunbow series. And she sits right
Yeah, so Dad has a lot of my customs. He was probably, he was my first customer. So, so I've done like a complete line of 118 Python Patrol, like they did for 2018 JoeCon, the black with the red and gold.
Yeah.
He has pretty much all of the Vipers and a bat and all that stuff, all themed with that paint scheme.
Cool.
And that's a pretty cool set.
Are you still collecting yourself, or is it more customizing?
I'm still collecting a little bit. Like I've said, I'm really into the 112th now because I like working on them a lot. So that is probably the closest thing to collecting that I do. But most of the work I do is for somebody else, and that's kind of the sweet spot for me because I get to do it. I get to experience the pride in that, and then somebody else gets to enjoy the other side of it with actually collecting the figure.
He said I get to do it.
Again and again.
That's
yeah,
Chad's
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
scale, right? Right? The 112 scale, isn't that Chad's favorite scale, or 118?
He loves that. He loves that.
He loves them all.
He does not love the 112th.
Dude, I'm gonna get you a 12-inch GI Joe just for your retirement, man. Just to
Have you seen that shirt that I made that's got Sergeant Lincoln Osiris from Tropic Thunder? It says "Never go full classified."
Oh,
Classified. Walk away empty-handed.
no.
You don't know?
Oh,
Sean Penn, 1991.
I am Sam, 2001.
Classified. Went home empty-handed.
Went home empty-handed.
This question's for you. I think this question's for you, Mikey. What's the best fodder figure? I guess
Ooh, best fodder figure.
you can
was
steal
that
everything from
Darth
it.
Vader? You are my father.
No, fodder.
Oh, fodder.
Fodder.
Faja.
Probably the Dollar General Shipwreck or the Cobra Trooper, because you can do so much with either one of those
DG
bodies.
Shipwreck is money. So good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Ask away, gentlemen.
Go ahead. I asked a couple, so I want to make sure I don't monopolize. So you
Well,
guys,
see, Chad and Scuba hang out with him all the time. They know everything about him. So, Greg,
Yeah,
it's up
they've
to you.
seen all my stuff.
Exactly. All right, I'll ask a question. It's probably not a loaded question, but it might seem like one.
Oh,
Mikey,
boy.
my good friend, buddy, pal, why do you like working on 112 scale? Because it's more forgiving because it's larger? It's a fair question.
I like it because I can focus more on the detail. Not necessarily that there's more detail, but you can draw more out of it. Like there's more to the detail. Like if you're doing eyes, you can put in a color and a pupil. Whereas
Mm,
118, you're really just doing black eye line and then the pupil.
Yeah.
The pupil.
Sure.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, that's fair. So we're talking about faces. And then follow-on question.
Uh-oh.
Do all of the bodies still have that stupid ripstop?
Not
That, like,
all, but
cross
they
pattern?
do have texture for sure, but they're not all what they
Except for
were.
the Televiper, because those arms were supposed to be flesh-colored.
Sure. No texture there. Just muscles. And Chad, those were always designed to be black. You know that.
You know that's bullshit.
Mikey, do you do much toy photography like after you're done with the figure? Do you like set up dioramas, or you just take one picture and then send it to the customer?
I pretty much take one well lit photo for my records for my Excel spreadsheet where I have all my recipes and stuff, and then I send it on. I'm not real great on the action figure photography. It's not something that I've ever focused on. I like looking at it, but it that in itself requires quite a bit of dedication.
Not
It's
easy.
its own hobby, no doubt.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, how long does it usually take you to work on a figure?
Probably like straight up, probably 6-8 hours, depending on, like Chad's Cadet Dimming took a lot of Dremel work. So with that joint prep and that kind of thing, it's probably, I'd say 4 to 6 hours if you get to do it straight. If you take out paint dry, completely dry.
Yeah. And how many do you think you do in a week? Like how many customers send their figures to you?
Well, I've got one guy that every couple of months puts in like 12 or 13 commissions.
Wow.
And those take me some time. This last batch took me 2 months. So in between, work and family and stuff like that, that took me about 2 months to get that done.
What are they looking for when they ask for a custom figure? What are they looking for to have you do? I'm sure there's a lot of different things, but
sure. That's a good question. A lot of the time it's either how they looked in a cartoon or some kind of appearance, either a comic book or a lot of the 90s Joes didn't get touched for the modern configuration. So that's a pretty popular request.
October Guard.
October Guard happens a lot. The initial ones were for my dad, and so those were kind of some of the first promotional ones I had. They still get requested for sure. I just did a Wong for that customer, and he's kind of expanding. So I did a cartoon Dana and a cartoon Wong, and so either stuff that didn't get made or stuff that didn't get remade. Those are the main things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they don't, you ever have a time where they don't send you a figure where they say, "Hey, can you put this together for me?" And then you have to like scramble around from your parts bin and get all the pieces and parts and try to assemble something.
That's generally how it goes. Rarely am I sent parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or he hits me up and I send him figures.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I just did a cold front and I needed the new HISS driver leg. So I asked Chad because he dabbles in HISS tanks, so maybe he has an extra driver. So he sent
me a couple.
Yeah, send me a driver.
Anytime you need one of those bucks, buddy, you just hit me up.
Will do, buddy.
Sorry, I know I keep asking more and more questions. I know.
No, that's all right.
The Wraith figure. Did you ever do one of the Wraith?
I have not done a Wraith.
You have not? I think that would be a pretty cool one.
It's a good question.
What is probably the most popular figure that you've been asked to make?
Like ones that I've done like multiple times on
yes, like someone that you have to many people are asking, oh, I would like this one, and it's over and over.
There hasn't been many repeats, because Cadet Dimming. Chad wanted me to make one after he saw one that I made. So we've done 2 Cadet Dimmings. I'm sure there's a couple that I've done twice, but it's not that common.
Wow.
Hmm.
Do you keep all? I know you said you catalog all your photos. Do you have them ever anywhere so the showcase for others to see?
I do. I have a website. I have jmkcustomworks.com, and when I got that last year, I put up every figure that I'd done up until that point. And then there's just the Instagram, JMK Custom Works. You can go through the photos that I've posted there and see past projects and that kind of thing.
You guys haven't seen it, go look at Mikey's stuff and look for the updated 4-inch modern flash that he made. It will blow you away.
Yeah.
You just
Out
want
of
to
this
look at it in real life?
Yeah, can we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
pull
it.
it off the shelf.
Because I'm like, low light's my number one, and flash was my very first Joe. And when Mikey made this figure, I went ape shit.
Oh wow. No doubt.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
So rad.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. It took me a
Oh,
long time to get to
here.
Flash.
The one head that you did for it was just your last video that you put up.
Oh, the Billy from Predator?
Yeah, Billy. I was trying to think of his name. Yeah. Dude, that was awesome, man. Did you make that for somebody or is that yours?
Yep, that was for he's in your chat actually. It's Bear 11 Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
That one and
Dude, that was a cool one. I watched that.
this entire rack is
Oh my
is
God!
for
Look at
him
those
too.
heads on pikes. You animal!
Good
vampire.
Lord, son.
Jesus.
Freaking vampire.
Chuck Norris is in there too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chuck.
Chuck.
Clint.
Oh, I see. Horror show. Is that
Fellow Ace.
Vietnam Tommy?
Yeah, it's Vietnam Tommy.
Yeah, that
Very
would be a
cool.
great set.
Yeah, horror show in the
Yeah.
back. Oh,
Yep.
that Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
The Wild Bill with the
Yeah.
blue hat.
Yep.
A blue cowboy hat. Nice.
Nice.
Yep. So they're in the stage of base coating right now, and
Speaking
they'll
of
be
coatings,
done in a week or so.
what's your favorite finished top coat that you use? You know, because the little bit that I've done figures, you know, I think I've made them too glossy. Like it stands out from the rest of manufactured figures that you're like, yep, you definitely painted that yourself.
So the best one that I have used has been Mission Models. You've got to use their thinner with them, but they've got a semi gloss clear.
I am
And
writing
that's
this down.
I've had really good luck with these. Call sign longbow stuff uses I use this on it, so that's the finish you can expect with it.
Cool.
So that's just a
Writing that down.
matte clear coat, or is that a gloss?
It's a semi gloss.
Semi-gloss.
Semi gloss. Yeah. So,
So
with
now-
call sign longbow, their main thing was that something looked like the same finish you would have gotten in the 80s.
Yeah.
So it was really important to John and Troy that they look a very specific way, and that happened to be the clear coat that we settled on that gave us the best results.
Excellent.
We got several questions from the chat room. I got to get caught up here. First one
Get it.
was Mike's GI Dojo said, "What was the weirdest request for a customer that you received from a custom make the editor? Anything
Boy,
weird?"
that's a good question.
Could you make Lady J, but make her? No, sorry.
Anatomically correct.
Huge
Triple double
land.
Did you make that figure not suck?
What could you do with this? Man, oddest request. That's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
How about this one? The rarest figure you've used for your projects. Filmaholic says, "What rarest figure have you ever used?"
Oh, here it comes.
So this was one of the earliest ones. This was
You had to destroy
my,
something?
oh yeah,
Oh.
a couple actually. My father was a big fan of that sideshow Cobra Trooper and Cobra Officer, the Desert Tan ones.
Yeah.
So one of the first commissions he wanted, or one of the first projects he wanted me to do, was for a 1/18th scale version modern articulation of that figure. And so he sent me some parts to use for a couple other projects he had wanted me to do. One was a Chuckles, one was a Flint, classic style. and he gave me San Diego Comic-Con Chuckles, and he gave me a zombie viper, I think, which were really hard to get at the time. Now they're not so much, but they were difficult then. So that Cobra Trooper used the 25th Dusty Legs, which was only available in a box set. Not an easy figure to do. So I used his arms, used a zombie viper torso, and Chuckles legs.
So you destroyed 3 figures to make.
I destroyed 3
harder to
figures
find
to make
figures.
that one figure.
Wow.
That is probably the
and your dad's still
most
talking to you.
atrocious. He is. Well, they were his figures. He gave
Right,
me
yeah.
to do exactly
Labor
that.
of love.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Well, after you made that flash and I saw that, I think you need to do one in 1/12 scale.
I would
know.
love to do that. I would love to do that.
Chad.
It's got to be the right combination of parts. I can't just paint a flak jacket orange. I can't. It's got to stand out. Flash
Right.
deserves it.
Brad Curry's on with us. He'll be at the show, and he wants to know: do you airbrush, or is it all hand paint?
I'm getting more and more into airbrush. This year I've really started doing it. So a lot of my newest stuff is airbrush, but the original stuff was all hand brush.
Brad also says that someone made a topless slave girl Leia that they sold at conventions in the 90s, and Carrie Fisher was not impressed.
I see that.
Well, if it wasn't accurate, show me the inaccuracies.
Prove it. Mikey,
Hey,
I got a
what are you
question
doing?
for you.
Oh boy.
What would 44th say about your customizing skills?
He's a terrific customizer. I got to say, it's truly terrific. Outstanding personality. Everybody loves him. Everybody's been agreeing about it. People can't get enough. I can't get enough. America deserves it. We're going to make toys great again 2024. How about that?
All right. Okay.
Never
Huge,
gets old.
huge amount of time. Customizing. It's not easy, but he makes it look good.
Nice.
Had to, right?
Nice.
I was waiting for that tonight, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We get the Three Stooges here together. It's gonna happen.
That's funny, man.
Love you, Mikey.
Love
So-
you too, buddy.
You said you're going to
start making
DFW,
custom vehicle.
right? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You're in charge, Chad. It's all about you.
No, it's absolutely not.
We don't
Mickey,
want you to
do you-
yell
I
at us.
think
What do you want?
I don't want you to call me a fucking dickhead again.
Why would I do that? You're a nice guy. And you have a great smile. Mikey, when are you going to start making custom vehicles, man?
There you go.
I don't
There you
need to
go,
make
yeah.
custom vehicles. I know a guy. But that being said, I guess at DFW is when I'll start making custom vehicles.
Dude, I am going to come stand over your shoulder like a hawk and be like,
Hmm.
why are you doing that?
I don't think I would do that. Why are you putting that there?
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
You got everybody laughing in the chat room, man. So
All right.
got to bring the
Having a
44th
good
back
time.
again, man. That was on your show last night, Chad. Chad, somebody wants you with the rat tail again. I don't know.
I don't.
You're-
It's
you're
just like
retired,
this
you don't want your hair
running,
grow.
it's this running thing. Now that I stopped shaving my head, that I need to have a mullet and I need to have a rat tail and a braid and a man bun and like
Fu Manchu.
they're having fun. No, I still shave my face.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy that like as soon as I retired, I'm like growing a beard.
What about just a pencil mustache? Real classy like.
No, I'm
it's not
I'm
Yeah,
good
just like
with
a
the
real
soul
nice
patch,
thin one.
You know, like the soul patch is kind of my thing. So
Yeah, it works. It works good with the Hawaiian shirts and checkered Vans. It's a good look for
Yep.
oh, you know, you'll spot me
you.
all the way across the room.
All the way.
Mikey, here's a question I missed. Have you done any Valaverse conversions?
I have done one.
Oh, kitty.
Yep. The kitty came up.
Oh,
no.
Jesus, Michael.
Oh,
You knock
Lord.
one over, they all
Son
fall
of a-
down.
listen. I'm about 6 drinks deep. Okay. So
You need a Snicker.
Sergeant
You need a
Sergeant
Snicker.
Slaughter turned into Frank Castle.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
Oh,
I
that is
actually
kick-ass.
sanded down the torso and reshaped the line of the the tank top, so the full skull could be a little higher.
Wow.
So that is, yeah.
Get a little closer to the camera. Yeah, there. Nice. Oh, dude.
Do it slower, baby.
That's right.
And that.
Want to see that?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Little Frank's Frank.
Want to see that caboose?
Yeah. Whoop whoop
Frank
whoop.
Butake.
Oh, so that's the only Vala that I have and have done something with.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dope.
So, Mikey, going back, since your
Tony.
dad was this heavy influence, obviously, do you have any special memories of you guys messing with the Joes? Back in the day, that's when you started to get hooked.
Tons, man. So many memories of, taking hours to set up a battle, with 12-inch and 3 3/4. Doing the customizing stuff, going to the D Simone shows. We did several of those when I was a kid. I have tons and tons of memories of sprawling out on the living room floor with Dad playing with GI Joes and making up storylines and
Yeah. Love it.
tons. Yeah.
That's
number one
awesome.
figure in your collection.
What's that?
What's the number one figure in your collection? Not one that you made and sold or gave away or anything you
Man, I
really
don't-
brought. The house is burning down. You got to grab one figure. Which one are you going for?
Maybe Dragunsky, just because the amount of work that I put into that figure.
Well, you didn't knock a bunch down that time.
No, the drinks are wearing off.
We are trying to make you grab out of each cubby to see how much.
Yeah, really.
You're really close. So maybe that one just because of the amount of work that went into it.
Yeah.
Sculpting all the pads and sculpting on the helmet and
Yeah.
Probably that one.
I know you said you're not much of a collector as much as you are making stuff for other people, but is there a holy grail of sorts that you would like to have still that you're searching for, or
Maybe an Action Force?
At this point, it probably would be Action Force.
Action Force? Yeah.
All the Action Force stuff is up here. So yeah, it would probably be, I don't know, probably an original Robo Skull. That would probably be
Yeah.
that'd probably be the grail at this point.
Mm-hmm.
How about favorite toy as a child when you were growing up? I know you said you played a lot with your dad, but was there a go-to toy? Was it GI Joe, or was it Lego, or was it something else? Or
It was definitely GI Joe. What scale it was would have varied. I mean, I had go bags of toys. So if we were going to my grandma's, I'd grab a bag of toys. If I was going to the babysitters, going across town to play in the creek with my buddy, I got to grab the whale. We're going to the creek. So it wouldn't have been one specific, but it was definitely GI Joe.
that's a good childhood memory.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Love it.
Chad.
We haven't heard much from Greg. I don't know. Greg? Is he? You all right?
Well, I was going to ask him what is hard. I think he might have already answered it with Dragonski, but I was going to ask what was the hardest custom job that you had to do that took you the longest and challenged you the most.
That was probably it. That was probably the most challenging. Outside, no, that's not true, because the classified Lieutenant Falcon I did for my dad was about 20 hours of paint.
Wow.
Doing the Vietnam style tiger stripe camo. That was
Holy cow.
intense. Yeah.
How about you got? Did you do a Snake Eyes without the mask?
I've painted that head. Bear 11 Charlie has that head. Two versions, the scarred up version and just the Vietnam style. Yep,
nice.
He has both of those.
Yep. I need one in 1/12 scale too, Chad. Shh. Be nice.
We know you're going to the DFW show as a vendor. Do you go to other shows just as a collector, just to look at stuff, or
you
mostly
I really
go as a
don't.
vendor?
This this DFW show is the first time that I've set up as a vendor, so this is a
Oh,
new
really?
experience
Really?
for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So thanks, Greg.
Thank you. I mean,
Are you,
there
are you gonna
last
be
year. You were there last year though, but you were just helping your dad.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
are you gonna be
I
building on
was there
site?
in moral support. What's that?
Mike, are you gonna be building on site? Are you gonna
Mm.
are you gonna be building some of the customs on site?
Probably not, just
No?
because the amount of stuff I would have to take to potentially cover what project I wanted to work on would be vast.
Okay.
I kind of want to see you behind the booth, like New Yankee Workshop, like,
Yeah. Right.
Hey, how's it going?
I was talking about Branson earlier. I'd feel like the glass blowers and the blacksmiths
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
behind the glass.
Exactly.
Sure. Sure.
Everybody's just like, what's he doing now?
What's he doing tapping on the glass? Hey,
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 who's that gonna be?
what are you working on?
This is Vincent, our buddy Chuck here. Do you do any soft good stuffs with your figures, or is it all
Great question.
plastic?
I purchased soft goods. The only thing I would make is like harnesses, rigs for guns and stuff like that. I've sewn up some of those, but it's pretty crude.
You see, Thomas goes nostalgic.
Yeah, I just saw that.
So, Mike, how many figures? Like, what are you bringing to the show? I'm not going to be there, unfortunately. But what are you bringing to sell at the show?
So I guess the main thing that I'm gonna try to get done and hopefully sell it. I bought a classified HasLab Hiss tank, and I'm gonna turn it into a hyena from the Action Force line.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's gonna get painted up,
Oh,
and
dude, that's cool.
So there's your vehicle, Chad.
it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's badass.
I was kind of going there when I
You were
busted
trying-
the stone,
you were
but
trying to-
I've seen it. I've seen
Yeah.
the red jackal. So
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll make sure you post some pictures of that when you get that done.
Oh, I certainly will.
That's gonna be-
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
How
it's
many-
1/12 scale.
Do you have multiple Hiss tanks? Because those suckers went for big bucks if you didn't buy them right off the rip.
I got that one, and I got it a month and a half ago.
Yeah. $500.
4.
Yeah. Without the figures. Or with.
No, with figures.
Oh, you
with
did well.
figures.
You did well then. You did well.
Yeah, I felt okay about that, and
Yeah.
I've wanted to do a hooded Cobra Commander out of that body, so that'll also be a project in the near future. I hope.
Nice.
Oh, I just painted up. I just painted up a hooded Cobra Commander. I bought off eBay like for $5. $5 was pretty good,
Mhm.
and I did it all black with a red
Oh.
Cobra emblem, and I used the red skull body, to put them on, and
Yeah.
I actually took off the cape from the Cobra Commander 1/12 scale and put it on the red skull, and it looks pretty badass. I like it a lot. Painting the eyes were tough because it was inside the mask, so you had
Right.
to get up underneath. And,
Recessed in the hood.
yes, yeah. So that one came out pretty good. I posted some pictures of that, and on the YouTube, I did a little short on that one too. So it's a great set.
Oh, that's cool. I actually
Yeah.
have that same project right up here. The red skull with the hooded Cobra
Oh,
Commander.
that's great with the long coat. With the
Yeah,
is it with the black long coat? That's the best one.
his head's not done, and he obviously needs the neck worked on, but yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
so. Yeah, it'll take some work, but that'll be cool. And then
Oh, you guys are gonna get canceled. Talking about who's the commander.
Right. Yeah. Executioner's.
and then this is the Destro to
And
go with him.
Freaking left. Dude, that Destro is so smooth.
So
Hang
I'm
on,
gonna
bring-
change all the blue to red, but
Oh.
that tombstone body is just perfect
Yeah,
for him.
buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right, here now I'm gonna have to show
He looks-
mine.
It looks like Death Row's like, "Welcome to the Continental."
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh, that's
love the
kick-ass,
cape on it.
dude.
Yeah, that
You
looks
know what? Screw
rad.
you all. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna go get his Cobra Commander.
Competition. It's competition night here in the man cave. Scuba Pete, what do you have? Because all I got are 12-inch GI Joes. I got nothing, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Mike, have you ever done a classified Footloose?
I've actually got one in the works.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So, Mikey, is your dad still involved with like the 12-inch stuff, or is he giving that up for the 112?
No, he hasn't given that up. Dad's heart is still very much in 1/12 scale.
112 or 1/6?
Sorry, 1/6. Yeah.
1/6, okay.
Yeah, Greg, there's a Footloose in the making there.
That's nice.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Ed.
Great figure.
All right,
So
Chad.
yeah, Dad is
do you got?
very much into the 1/6.
What do you got,
Oh,
Chad?
hi.
What'd you go get? Come on, brother.
Show us your thing.
Keep us hanging.
Well, since
You like stuff, we want to see yours.
I don't do 1/12 at all, and I don't customize figures,
Oh, this is a great figure.
there's my 1/12 scale Quarrel.
Yep.
Nice.
Right, so there's her, and
Kick-ass.
my wife, as part of the Finest Costume Club, one of the costumes she does is a gender bending Cobra Commander.
Mhm.
So
What?
one year for Christmas, I made her this.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I just
Very
put him
nice.
on like a mountain of skulls, and there's
Yep.
like a weapons case behind him, and
Yep.
yeah, so I just closhed that up for her. So
Very
Perfect.
nice.
Nice
Speaking
job.
of your wife, how's she doing, and has she asked about me lately?
she's stellar, and yes, she did.
She did. Okay, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
got to poke the bear, man.
That's fine. Wait for it. It's good. Yeah, it's on the way.
Now you better hope you don't come to DFW. You're gonna face the music on that one.
I just bring a whole bag of these for
Oh,
him.
Then we're good. Then we're good.
I know he doesn't drink alcohol, so we'll just bring a bunch of Snickers.
Go away, Chad.
Sugar. Go, look, go.
Ski, go on, get.
Oh man, what a night! Hey, it's already getting to the top of the hour, and I'm looking in the chats to see if there's any more questions specifically for you, so we can. Those customs are sick, definitely. This is the custom man.
Yes.
Yep.
Got a couple of them in the house.
The hour did fly by. Yes, it did. For some reason. Brad Curry wants to know is Angelo Payne. What is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
The guy with the glasses is
Yeah.
like,
Is that a compliment?
I don't know.
"Gee, I wish I had
Curry.
a hand that was that smooth." That guy was like perfect about it.
Yeah, muscle memory.
So, yeah. Well, you know what time it is, gentlemen? Except for Mikey.
Oh,
Mikey's
yeah.
never done
Oh,
this
yeah.
before.
I
Mikey,
heard about it in Tales.
First time,
Yeah.
baby.
so Mikey, here's the deal. Anytime somebody's on the show, they have to play trivia with us. Now, the trivia is this. We go around the room 3 times. Everybody gets 3 questions. They're just true or false questions. And tonight's trivia should be very easy for you because it is how Missouri are you?
Oh,
Oh, God.
Not at all.
Well, he is.
Ugh.
Or at least his Facebook page says he's from Missouri. So I went on the Missouri state website and I pulled off a bunch of true or false questions. So
Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
it is the show me state. It is the show me state. And that's the first
true.
question. And we're going to Chad with this one. Missouri, known as the Show Me State, was admitted to the Union August 10th, 1821, making it the 34th state. True or false?
True.
That is false, sir. It was the 24th state.
How the frick should I know?
I don't know, but I'm sure Mr. Missouri down there
If you want
knows.
to talk about Hawaii
Oh,
or Alaska, I'm your guy. Okay, because that's easy. Or
Scuba
Delaware.
Pete.
Yes,
Scuba Pete,
sir.
here's an easy
Yes,
one
sir.
for you. Daniel Boone lived longer in Missouri than in any other state and regarded Missouri as his home. True or false?
True.
That is true, sir. Very good.
Bullshit.
Angelo. It was a 50-50 shot, man.
I know.
He
Missouri.
sounded so confident, though. Did you see him?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Honestly,
he
I
was
remember that from history.
Oh,
Missouri was the third most fought over state in the Civil War, right after Virginia and Tennessee. True or false?
true.
That was true. Yes, sir. Mr. Greg
I
Brown.
thought Georgia.
Mr. Greg Brown. On July 3rd, 1985, the horsefly was officially declared the state insect. True or false?
Duh.
I'm going to say false.
It is false. You know what it is, sir?
It's a mosquito.
The cicada.
The honeybee.
Dog Peter Nat.
The honeybee.
Some serious.
All right. End of round one to you, Mikey. Here you go. St. Louis was the first site of the demonic possession incident that inspired the book and later the movie The Exorcist. True or false?
False.
Sorry, sir. You're 0 for 1. That is true. 0 for 1 in your own state.
And your mother sews socks that smell. Mother's in here with us.
Back to Chad, round two. Missouri's state musical instrument is the fiddle.
Not the banjo. I don't know. False.
What'd you say? Yes? True or
I
false?
said false.
It's true, sir. It is true.
You got strung along.
No.
It would be. The soft drink Mountain Dew was introduced at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis. True or false, Scuba Pete?
True.
That is false, sir. It was Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
See,
Dr.
it's
Pepper.
bullshit, right?
Angelo,
Yes.
St. Louisians, is that how you say that? St. Louisians consume more barbecue
And
sauce.
San Diegans.
The Agons.
How would the 44th say that?
San Diegans.
Yeah, but I'm saying St. Louisans. St. Louisans?
St. Louisans. I'd say that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Huge
Not
arch.
great, but good.
And it's Nevada, not Nevada, like he said.
It's
St.
true.
Louis- St.
It's
Louis
true.
consume more barbecue sauce
True.
per capita than any other city in America. Yes, that is true.
All righty.
It's because their barbecue sucks.
Man, Angelo getting softball questions.
Greg Brown, Missouri was named after the tribe Missouri Indians, meaning town of large canoes. True or false?
Is that what they're calling it these days?
I don't know.
Is it me?
Yes.
Are you Googling it or what?
I thought he was Googling.
Say it
Yeah.
again. I'm sorry.
Just for fun, Greg. It's just for
He
fun.
played-
You're not going to win
He
anything.
typed in large canoes and you don't want to know what showed up.
Well, okay, ask me the question again. You said the name was.
Missouri was named after a tribe called Missouri Indians, meaning town of large canoes. True or false?
Not to be confused with San Diego, which we know is Spanish for
Whales.
Large canoe.
whales.
For large canoe. For the man in
I'm
the
gonna,
boat.
I'm gonna say false.
That is true, sir. That is true. The tallest
Bush.
monument built in the U.S., the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, is 930 feet tall. That goes to you, sir. Mikey? True or false?
That doesn't sound right. False.
It is false. It is 630 feet.
That sounds more reasonable.
But you
Chad, you're
can't
gonna love
eat
this
at the
one.
restaurant at the top of it.
Yeah, have
Chad,
you
you're
ever-
going to love this one. On Sucker Day,
Sucker
Oh,
Day.
what?
Huh?
on Sucker Day in Nixa, Missouri, the little town swells to a crowd of 15,000 hungry folks, all craving a taste of the bottom dweller fish. True or false?
What's all this with suckers and swelling and
And
Um,
large canoes. It's the
It's not
sucker
your turn.
fish.
It's not yours. Yeah, it's a sucker fish.
true?
That is correct, sir. It's been doing that since 1957.
See, I went false on the other two.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 1 for 3.
Mikey, are you one of
Fish
those
sucks.
15,000 people that go to that or no?
You know, I used to live really close to Nixa, and I never partook in that.
Do you like the swelling?
I
Just a
enjoyed temporary swelling.
Scuba.
Yes, sir.
We got to get through this. Scuba.
Look,
That's
we're
what
the three
she
of us
said.
together.
Look, you knew what you were getting into when
Yeah,
you invited all
you
us
did.
on.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Fair.
I did it to myself.
Yep.
The Oregon Trail video game begins with a planned departure from St. Louis, Missouri. True or false? Do you remember that game? Video game?
True.
I still have it for the kids.
Ooh, you just died of dysentery.
Yeah.
You said true?
I said true.
That is false. It's Independence,
Missouri.
Missouri.
St. Joseph, Missouri as well.
Potato.
Angelo, probably the hardest question. Missouri borders 5 states. True or false?
Sure. True.
Mikey's count. Mikey, you want to help him out with that?
It's false.
How many?
7?
It is 7. Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's so long.
Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska.
No doubt.
There's a lot of touching in this state.
A lot of
Swelling going.
a lot of swelling, a lot of touching in large canoes.
And
There's a lot going on.
real good. That's not
Wait
from
till you
your
hear about our
story.
caverns.
One of you two guys bump Greg. Wake him up. It's his turn. It's his turn.
Get him, Greg.
Easy one, Greg. Easy one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The state's motto is let the welfare of the people be the supreme law.
That's true.
That is true, sir. Last question. You can bring it home, brother.
Great on a t-shirt.
The only Missouri person here.
I was born in St. Louis, asshole.
What the hell are you doing in Texas?
I got smart.
Yeah, that's fair.
Missouri state bird is the red robin. True or false?
Um,
Rockin' Robin.
I don't think that's true.
So you're saying false?
I'm saying false.
It is the bluebird. The bluebird. Very good.
Hey,
Assholes.
New York
That's how you
State
know.
is Bluebird too.
What's the New Mexico State bird, Paul?
Roadrunner.
It's a dick for.
Thank you, Angelo.
Is
Is it really? Yeah.
Yeah, it is the road runner.
It's a shit bird. I heard. That's what I heard. It's a shit bird.
It's the
Hey, Mikey, I want to
Roadrunner.
thank you for coming on my show tonight, and you are welcome back anytime. You don't have to bring
if he
Chad
wants
and
to.
Scuba with you if you don't want to. That's okay.
You invited us.
Okay. Okay. What?
Well, it was
I
kind- it
do
was kinda
want
like-
to. I like them.
It was kind of like the superhero and his friends kind of thing. So
Yeah.
every time
Wait, he's the superhero, and
Obviously,
tonight
we're
he
like
was.
Dan and Jaina. We're the schmucks.
You're the Wonder
Wonder
Twin.
Twin powers.
Wonder Twin
and
powers. Activate.
Yeah. Chad is
form of
bleep.
annoying guests.
I'm glee.
Hey, Mikey, I'm going to bring you up big, and this is your time to tell people where they can find you, where they can get some custom stuff done. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever.
all of that is accurate.
All right.
JMK Custom Works, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Come check me out. Watch some videos. Ask some questions. And if you want some commissions done, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it.
And if they want to meet you in person, you'll sign autographs in Dallas, right?
You want to meet me in person? It's a $20 charge. I'll shake your hand and I'll even pretend to like it if you slip me a Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And you'll be at
I'm a cheap
Suckerfish
date,
Day.
but I'm a classy broad.
And
Okay.
you'll be at Nixa at the Suckerfish Festival this
I
year.
don't plan on being in Nixa anytime soon.
Hey, thanks again for helping me out, guys. Chad, Scuba,
Pleasure.
Angelo, Greg.
Thanks for having
Been a
me.
pleasure.
Good
See you
time.
guys
You all.
Always fun.
on your channels. And as
All right,
always, have a great Navy Day.
Have a great night.
night.